Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to the stream. What's going on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back with another stream. Today, we got a lot of exciting stuff that we're doing. Thanks for everybody that's joining so far. And, yeah, we just need some W's in chat here. All right, we're ready. We're ready for some greatness today. Absolute greatness. So, let's just kind of have some discussion a little bit before we get kind of going to the stream. For one, look at, I'm burnt, chat. I'm about as red as my shirt. Got the whole tomato fit on. So, yeah, I was yesterday. I went walleye fishing in Lake Erie, and didn't catch anything. But hey, if you don't catch a fish, at least you catch a buzz, and that's exactly what I did. Caught me a good buzz, got me a good sunburnt base layer sun for getting ready for this summer, and just really getting excited for being outside in the sun. I've literally after every day after work so far, I've just been kind of going outside, maybe smoking a cigar, maybe not, but kind of just relaxing out in the sun and absorbing it. It's been nice, very nice. But so yeah, today we got some exciting stuff. We got some exciting stuff coming in the works just in general. So just a couple updates for you guys. Shifting kind of the stance of this channel a little bit, and we are really going to start focusing on live streams. You're going to be seeing a lot more live streams from us, working on more of a comprehensive schedule for you guys. And yeah, it's going to be something new every day, hopefully. I got a lot of ideas and different things that we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to make them anime based. I'm going to try to do we're going to make some stuff on some streams, and we're going to really do a lot of streaming. And I really want to get to know the audience. I really want to get to know you guys. So you guys have any ideas or anything that you guys want to see on the channel, please let us know. Please comment. We'd like to see all the love, and we really take your guys' input into account. So we're just really wanting to see some growth and really wanting to get to know our community better. We've been doing reaction stuff for a long time, and we kind of have gotten to see some feedback from you, but haven't really got to build a good community. And we've really been trying to think of ways that we can do that and really build up and make this a special place. So another thing that we're going to do to kind of garner that relationship is I will be making, and it will be coming out soon, we're having a Discord server for you guys coming out. So if you guys join that, I'm hoping to have like some giveaways and stuff in there. And I want to make it a really awesome community, and also give you guys a chance to be creative and to interact with our videos and our chat and different stuff. So I think that's a really good way for you guys to be able to interact with us on a one-on-one kind of thing, or kind of just in the community overall, and give you guys input, and really just hoping to, make it a great space for you guys. So with that being said, what are we going to do today? Today, so far, we are going to be doing some anime tier lists, which we've done some other tier lists on this channel before. I think we even have a playlist on it, so if you guys want to check out some of our older tier lists, feel free to go do that. But today we're going to kind of focus on, I'm trying to decide what type of tier list I want to do. I might do a few. One I know that I want to do is I want to take all of my current shows that I have on my anime list, and I want to rank them in a tier list. And then that's something that as I watch more anime, or maybe you guys recommend me some anime in like the Q&A and different stuff, I'm going to go and watch them, and then we're going to figure out where to put them on my list. So I want to, again, I want it to be interactive as much as possible, and I think that's something that's super cool, and help me build my list, and we'll argue about where I put certain things and different stuff. So, and it'll be cool too to be able to have maybe even a master list, or to have some streams where I compare with like Blake and Brent about, like, compare our list, and we can battle over who is right, and maybe we take all of our shows that we have and make it into a big, I don't know, some crazy stuff, some ideas there. And then the other is the latter half of this stream. I really want to make it for you guys and be able to do some Q&A and answer some of your guys' questions, or maybe you guys have some anime hot takes and different things. And yeah, that's something I think would be really cool. So we're going to do that at the end of the stream, towards the end anyway. Hopefully we get some people in the chat asking some questions, and we can start arguing about things like that. I like to argue if you guys haven't noticed. So yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of hop right into it. You're gonna see the. I probably should have been a little bit more prepared, but I really wanted to start hopping on stream. What is the anime tier list thing? Yeah, tier list maker. I know tier list maker has some really good tier lists too. Maybe we'll just start with a few of those, and then we'll go from there. What do you think about that? Shonen anime. What is this one? Let me share my screen here. Bam! There we are. All right, so I kind of just show you guys what I'm looking at. Holy ads, by the way, man. Can we not? Oh no. I now have virus. Thank you. These are so there's 28 of them. I wish we could see these better. Damn. Okay. All right. Well, let's do this one. We'll just start off with an easy one. Okay. We'll just do shonen. So this is shonen anime tier list. Looks like there's like 28 shonen anime on here, and butt cheeks, literal shit. we have S, A, B, C, butt cheeks, and literal shit. I'm kind of down. Let's do it. All right. So should we do them in order? Okay. I actually might make, can I make another, can I like modify this? I need to make like another one. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to make another one. And we're going to make it, no, that's not what I meant to do. Wait, what color was that before? Red, green. Let's make this one gray or something. And I'm just going to put like hasn't watched. Because there's a few on here I already seen that I haven't watched. So I want to make that clear for everybody. All right, starting off strong here, dude. Attack on Titan. All right, so Attack on Titan for me, man. Let's just. I mean, we're just gonna get right into these conversations, man, and they're gonna get deep. And you're gonna understand my opinion. So let's talk about Attack on Titan for a minute, man. So Attack on Titan, we got what seasons 1 through 3. Absolute masterpiece. Absolute best cinema. It's peak, literal peak, man. Yeah, it's fantastic. And then you got season 4, and I feel like maybe that's a problem. It's a problem for a lot of people. It's not just me, but for one, they changed the animation studio. I will never forget Wit Studio for dropping Attack on Titan. I'll never forgive them ever. And the reasoning they gave too was I think really shitty in my opinion too. Like it was literally they were just like, oh, it was like such a big commitment, and they had they were saying they had other animes they wanted to do basically, and that they didn't think they could do Attack on Titan justice or something. But the crazy thing is if you actually look at all the shows that Wit Studio has made, none of them were as big as Attack on Titan. So, like, what could be a bigger priority than that? There's literally nothing. Literally nothing that it should be a bigger priority than Attack on Titan, like, for Wit Studio at that time. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. That being said, and then, the other thing to add on Attack on Titan, dude, it was dicey, bro. After season 4, it was dicey. And it's like, okay, we're like, this is not, they did some things in season 4 I wasn't really down with, like, I wasn't happy. And then you got the final season, and then you got the final season movie, or it's like, and then you got all these final, and then, I don't know, man, it's just, and then even to add on more insult to injury, you have this little bitty clip. Let's, I don't know if we can watch it, but let's maybe watch this, dude. The end credit. Oh my gosh. The AOT end credits. Oh my gosh. This was so This was so bad, man. Yeah, this. I think it's this. So we have this. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched this in a minute. Okay, no, it's got the song. Bro, what are we doing with this end credit scene? What are like? Can anybody actually explain this? Like, the more I think about it, okay, so this is all fine. It ends, bro. It ends. Stop it right here. Right here is where we stop this show. There's nothing else. There should be nothing else that goes on. But no. What do we got? We have this, bro. This right here. Oh my god. Watch. I don't even. I'm getting tilted just watching this. Like, okay, this is fine. This is fine so far. Season's changing. Life's moving on. Oh yeah, you got like people. Yeah, look. So you got like time fast forward. There's people here that come. It looks like I don't know who that is. Maybe Mikasa and Aaron. You know, Mikasa and Armin. Now you have cars and shit. So like, why? Why add this in? Please, I need somebody in the chat to tell me why. And it just gets worse. Like, what is it? And now it's on fire. Now, oh, we got fucking missiles and shit. Like, what? Why add this in, man? Why? Oh, a nuke. Oh, it's like everything that Aaron did was for nothing, dude. Why they added that in can't be reasoned. For that reason alone, it stays out of S tier. Not for that one alone, but between season 4 and then like whatever, like dude, I mean, it feels like an injustice to put it at A. It's S. Like the show is S. But you add like those little details, like especially when you start talking about some of these other shows in this list. I don't know, man. I don't know why did they fumble the bag? Like it just hurts me. I want to put it at A out of spite because it literally hurts me so much. So much. Okay. We're going to leave it at A for now, and then maybe we'll come back and move it. But, yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm already ready to get flamed for this chat. I'm so ready. Come on. I will square up with any one of you in the chat. I will. I will stand on business on this one, dude. Black Clover. Let's talk about it. Let's not even talk about it. It's either butt cheeks or literal shit. I think it's literal shit. It's literal shit, chat. So, you know what? I think it's going to be butt cheeks. And the reason, but here's why. Well, no, it's literal shit. It's literal shit, and here's why. This is why, dude. When this shit came out, I was like, bet, I'm interested. Let's do it. Great. Started off pretty good. I was down. Had my attention. I was captured. Good. The very first Licht fight. Licht versus Yami and Asta. Gas. Fantastic fight. Loved it. Keep going. Okay? I'm trying to think of the next arc after that. But some of the arcs after that, all was good. Oh, the underwater arc or whatever. Like, the beginning was a little shaky. Whatever. Ending, against, what was it? What was that guy's name? Despair. The fight with Despair. Pretty, good. Then Yami comes in with the dimensional slash. He pushed past his own limits. Gas. Good, fantastic, great, good. And then, it just, at a certain point, I know the certain point. I know the exact moment. We can even pull it up right now. The exact moment this shit went to hell. Black Clover. Witch's Forest fight. Here it is. Absolute dog shit right here. This is where this show just went to absolute dog shit. I can't show all this, but like, you want to know how? Okay, there's the one episode ends like right here, dude. No, stop. Right here. It literally ends right here. You know how hype I was when the show, like the episode ends? Dude, I was fucking pumped, man. I could not explain to you how excited I was for this, like, the next episode. And then what do we get in the next episode? Also, still, next episode comes, all excited. Here it is. What in the fuck is this? I have watched this over the years too, because I was like, oh, well, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe it's this. No, dude, it's just bad. It is Microsoft Paint animation. Like, half of this shit it's I don't know, man. They were trying to do a Mob Psycho and make it fast paced, but they just made it shit, dude. It's so bad. So that's why, and then, so that's where it lost me. I was pretty tilted from there. I was tilted. And then it just got worse and worse, man. And then you had some cool moments, like you did have, like, there was glimpses of it being good. But then they also did this weird thing. There's so much yelling in it and, like, so many, like, weird scenes. It's like the coolest things, like Yami. Yami's like the only cool character. All the other characters are dumb, annoying. I don't know, dude. I'm not trying to just straight, like, Hakutua on this show, but it did me so dirty. Like, I have high standards. There's so many better shows than this, especially shonens. Like, I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know, man. It's clap for me. It's clap. And then, but okay, and then the last thing I was gonna say on this, and the reason why I was hem-hawing between butt cheeks and literal shit was because I finally powered through, and especially there's like the one where they're trying to like kill the demon, like these people are trying to like kidnap Asta and the Sparrow or whatever her name is, the girl, the bird girl, and that arc was absolute dog shit. That was after like the big licked battle, which that battle was kind of with Julius, and it was like but whatever, the elf stuff was kind of meh. And then they have this absolute terrible filler arc, and then at the very end, okay, the diamond Spade, Diamond, I can't remember. Whatever the other kingdom, I think it's the Spade Kingdom. They invade. And it's like, whoa, this show is actually like peaking. Like, it's got great fights. This, like, everything. I'm excited for it. And then they end it. Bam. I'm like, but I'm actually sitting there wanting more at the end. I was so mad. It wasn't over. I literally powered. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna power through this shit. Hopefully it just ends. Done. No cliffhanger. Haven't watched the movies. But I need to watch them to kind of really round out my opinion, but so far, little shit. All right, moving on. Bleach. This show has a special place in my heart. There's points in this show though I wanted to actually drink bleach, though. You know. I think Bleach. I think Bleach might be B tier. I think it might be B. And here's why. It's actually a very few reasons. I love Bleach. I loved the main story of Bleach. Obviously where you lose me, and this is where it loses most people. Bleach is like, what is it? 800 episodes. Okay, no, not that much. I'm bugging. Okay, 600 episodes. It's you know, it's almost pushing. It's probably gonna be end up a 400 episode thing. You know. Yeah. Oh, and even here it is. 200 of which are canon. There are over 150 filler episodes in Bleach. Like, and for somebody that going into Bleach doesn't know this, and you watch the Bounce Saga, you're cooked. Like, I watched Bleach raw. I knew nothing about Bleach. I think actually Blake and Brent watched it first. And I wasn't very interested. Oh, shit. And then I like, kind of watched them watching an episode, or I walked in while they were watching an episode, and it was like the very first time Ichigo versus Kenpachi. And I was kind of hooked. So I really started it up, rewatched it from all there. Just absolute, cinema. Loved, like, the very first arc of that stuff. Fantastic. Okay. And then you get to you hit the Bound arc, and you think it's canon, and it's not. And you're like, what the fuck is this dog shit? Like, Bound arc, literal shit. It's like, there's just so many arcs in there, but they're just so bad, and you have so much, like, you have, like, maybe one episode of canon, and then you have, that's the other thing, it's not just, like, arcs. It's not just, like, canon arc, and then filler arc. It's like, no. You have one or two canon episodes, an entire filler arc. One or two, or maybe 5 canon, and then, like, but then even in the canon episodes, they're long, drawn out, they're doing weird, like, it's just like, what are we doing? What, like, it's not just, like, action. It's still, like, weird, a lot of dialogue, and a lot of just, like, older style anime stuff. It's like, what are we doing? And then the other reasons, besides the filler and besides some of that stuff, honestly, that aside, because if you just exclude the fillers and you watch it, it's A, 100% A. Other reason why it's not A for me, is the power scaling. You have weird power scaling, and you have, like, even in the new stuff, you have this whole thing. Kenpachi finally gets his Bankai, and he takes out, like, one dude. Like, what? Or, like, same thing with the head captain. I mean, so the head captain was going up against the main villain, but it's like, why is he just, like, we finally get to see some of the coolest shit we've been waiting to see as Bleach fans forever. And then it's just kind of like, some of it's just like a letdown, or just like, really? Really? It's like some of that stuff, I don't know. So there's just some stuff like that just makes it rough for me, man. Makes it rough. All right. We're at the Blue Exorcist. This is interesting, actually, chat. Wow, Blue Exorcist. It's one of those, okay, so this is one of those shows where it's not just like an immediate, bam, AS. It's not an immediate. It's not immediate at all. Because honestly, Blue Exorcist is pretty good. The first season of Blue Exorcist I enjoyed it. Very enjoyable. You have a little bit of weirdness that comes into play with season 2. For one, there was a really long gap between season 1 and season 2. And then you also have the little bit of confusion where it literally starts, season 2 basically picks up midway through season 1. So they kind of erased, they did. They basically got rid of, they almost like a brotherhood, like a Full Metal Alchemist brotherhood, where they, kind of got rid of, like a bunch of this, everything that happened after what's his name? Ren. After Ren shows his demon powers, and he, whatever, they literally just get rid of all that, which kind of sucked because there was a lot of team building, a lot of stuff that went on in the latter half of season 1, where they were over him being a demon, and everything was all cool, and now you're backing back up, and like some of that stuff is frustrating because there's just there's no trust, and like, so you literally get rid of all of that good stuff that happened in season 1, and now you're starting back over. So a little weird, but honestly, season 2 though was still actually really freaking good. Season 3, I haven't got to watch season 4, but season 3 was also pretty good. I mean, they're picking up off of season 2, and now they're kind of coming out with this new storyline. And it was enjoyable, man. I didn't see the betrayal of the one character coming, and it's like kind of it's a little bit of a weird thing. He's like a double agent. I don't know. It's kind of this whole weird. That's a little bit weird. That got a little weird for me, and I was interested how they were gonna pick it up at season 4. And or is it? Yeah, season 4. I think it's season 4, right, chat? Or is it season 3, part 2? It might be season 3, part 2. But either way, I haven't got to watch like the newest stuff that's come out. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, and I guess with all that said, where do you rank this? I think, dude, it's pretty good. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, also, I'm kind of realizing in real time, this is S tier. All its faults, it's S tier. I will rewatch this show all day. We'll rewatch it. Rewatchability is another factor that goes in for me. This is A. I think this is A. It's not original. But it was original when it first came out, I feel like. I mean, not original, but it was a unique twist on it. And you have so many great characters, and I've rewatched this show a couple times. I don't really have any complaints about it, but I'm not like, it's also, for me, it's not like, I don't know. Maybe it's B. Is it B? Fuck. This one's hard. This one is hard. This one's between like A and B. If you had like a B plus tier. So let's do this. We'll do like this maybe. Is it better than Bleach though? Oh man, this is hard. Because is it better than Bleach? I don't know. I think we have. I think this. We're gonna do this for now. I think Attack on Titan deserves S, dude. It deserves it. The first 3 seasons carry this shit to S tier. The first season it has season 4 on its back and carries that shit all the way through. It does. Barto, I'm gonna put hasn't watched, but I also know it's literal shit. I want that to be clear. Listen to that again. I'm gonna put hasn't watched because I have not watched it all the way through, but I know it deserves this. Okay? You know what? We leave it here, actually. We haven't watched it, but literal shit. I'm about to make another fucking thing. Alright. Is this Dragon Ball Super? Yeah, it is. It is S tier. It's S. It's good. Dragon Ball is one of those shows where you get what you pay for. You know what I mean? You know what it is, and you get what you pay for. It's OG. It's OG as fuck. It is the original anime. The godfather of them all. What is happening? Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hello? Oh, there. Jeez. It's OG as fuck. And there's no story in this. There's no character development. Maybe some character development, like with Vegeta. But you're not here for any of that. We're not here for any of that, chat. We are here for peak fights where Goku does shit that doesn't make any sense, but keeps surpassing his limits. That's what we're here for. And it's so good. Ultra Instinct, all that. Phenomenal. I'm a little bit worried what they're going to do about Season 2, because I'm not really sure I want... Like, here's the thing about... The only thing I can only complain about Dragon Ball for me personally, again, maybe a power scaling issue. Whereas, how many ultimate forms are we going to have, and then we're going to keep surpassing? Let Ultra Instinct be it. Like, it makes sense. We introduce new gods, new form, whatever. We don't need to go. Let's or how about this? Let's master Ultra Instinct before we do something higher that we need. And how do we keep having people that are just we're introducing new universes? But I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk that much bad about it. Dragon Ball Super was phenomenal. I love the Tournament of Power arc. Anybody that has a complaint on that is absolutely insane. And there it is. And I know I kind of did that sneakily, but Dragon Ball Z, I have not watched all the way through. I mean, I've seen all the things that you need to see out of it. I know it's an OG for a lot of people. I didn't grow up watching it. I just didn't. I mean, I grew up watching maybe an episode of here or two, but Still has some, obviously most iconic moments in anime for sure. I mean, I'm gonna put I haven't watched it, but it's S tier, right? Like it's just one of those. But it's S tier for nostalgia. See, here's the thing about me is like I'm also a little bit of a realist. Like Dragon Ball Z is S tier for a lot of people because of nostalgia and what it did for the anime community. And I'm not trying to downplay that whatsoever, right? But I don't know, even if I had watched it, if it would be S tier, just because you actually have to go on quality of, like, for me, this is quality of show, rewatchability, storyline, things of that nature. Now, maybe Dragon Ball Z Kai, I know they did like a Kai version where they got rid of a lot of fillers, and I really do want to watch that. And it's been on my list to watch for years, and I just haven't really gotten the opportunity to actually sit down and do it. But like I said, nothing bad to say. I mean, I also, OGs, and everybody knows in here knows, Team 4 Stars, DBZ Abridged. I've watched that. I mean, I know that it's kind of a meme, but it's also pretty accurate, and it still kind of does tell the story of Dragon Ball 2 in a good way. But yeah, it's good. No, nothing bad to say about it. It's an OG. I just haven't watched it. Death Note. I mean, it. You could maybe. Wow, A actually kind of feels right. A feels right. Does he? No. Okay, it's between A and S. It's A plus, S minus. It might be no. The only thing that let me walk you through my thought process. The only thing keeping this from S tier, let me make this clear. The only thing keeping this from S tier is I'm not a huge fan of Nero and Mello. And yeah, and I think there's a part of me that does think that L was just smarter overall than Kira, than Light, and the fact that he lost in the way he did was upsetting, and I think it was meant to be upsetting. And it's like two different types of smart, I understand, and it's such a good dynamic. I think, okay, the thing that actually frustrates me the most, this is what it is. I was very upset that L was not the one to defeat Kira, and that Nier and Mello did. Because Nier and Mello were nowhere near L, and yet they're the ones that basically beat Light, and I just didn't like that. I didn't. So I think for that reason, it's a strong A. It's definitely above. These are also in ranking order as well. Yeah, ranking order as well. Yeah, that feels right. All right, here's where some hate's gonna come in, right? Here's where some hate is gonna come in, chat. We got a couple of shows that are gonna be we're gonna get some hate on. So, Full Metal Alchemist. It's an A tier. It's an A tier. And let me tell you why. I feel like a lot of people would, the majority of people I think would put this S tier. And I'm not going to. And here's what I'll say. I have tremendous respect for Full Metal for multiple reasons. Big one, the fact that they made the first one, they knew it was fucked up, and they remade it. Brotherhood, fantastic. Brotherhood is fantastic. I don't want to skip over that or stutter on that. It is fantastic, right? Let me tell you what it does fantastic. The reason why Full Metal is so good is because if you look at all the things that make a great show, they do good on every single one of them. Now, I use the word good there intentionally, and I'll come back to that. Look at character development, story, action. There's like 5. Just like art style work, voice acting. I mean, every thing you could notable thing you could actually like look at an anime and say like what are the best points. We did something else on this with Full Metal. We broke down like all these different points on a separate tier list video. But I'm telling you, they do good on every singular thing you could rank an anime on. They knock it out of the park. Okay? So then you're asking me, why is it A tier, not S tier? If that's all true, why is it A tier, not S tier? And that's where I go back to that word good or, kind of great. They do good on all of that, which what makes it a great A tier show. But they don't excel at any of those. Does that make sense? Like, there's nothing, at least for me, there wasn't anything about that show that I was like, that stood out and was like, drove it to S tier for me. Because like even comparing it to Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan outperforms. Now, it doesn't outperform in every category, right? Like, Full Metal has every category. Every box you could mark, it's ticked, and it's good, and it's it is good. But Attack on Titan, you might not have every box ticked, or if you do have every box ticked, some of them are good, but then others are fantastic. They are great. Their fight scenes, fantastic. Their story, fantastic. Like, there's certain things in that are just fantastic and other things that are just good, but that actually tips the scale up. You see what I'm saying? At least for me. And I guess there's nothing in this one that's like, oh yeah, that is fantastic. Like, it's like a good storyline, good animation, good fight scenes. But none of them are, they just need that one. I think they just needed that one little element that were just like, that's fucking fantastic. It's also so weird because the more I talk about this stuff and the more I think about it, I'm like, well, maybe there is. But I don't know. That's just kind of always been my kind of gut reaction. Also, rewatchability. Rewatchability is another one for me. I've never had the desire to rewatch this show. I don't know why. I don't know, and I've tried to analyze it, and I've tried to rewatch it, but I just don't have the desire to rewatch it. I don't know what it is. So that's why that is A tier for me. Okay, moving on. Fairy Tail. Oof. Okay, hear me. Hear me and be triggered if you must. Fairy Tail, it's A tier. It's A tier. I have a lot of mixed emotions about Fairy Tail, chat. A lot. And I'm going to just actually try to keep this one short. Fairy Tail is purely at A for nostalgia. Nostalgia is a big factor for me. And Fairy Tail was probably the first. It was the first 100+ episode. How many episodes does Fairy Tail have? Okay, it was the first 100, 200, 300+. It was the first just big anime I watched. So nostalgia, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. The story with Zeref and stuff, I always thought that was so cool. Obviously, there's some fillers and stuff that I just don't like, but a lot of these shonens have that for sure. But Fairy Tale, yeah, nostalgia for me. I love rewatching this show. Dude, okay, another thing I want to talk about Fairy Tale is, I don't even know if that was English, by the way. Another thing I want to really drive home with Fairy Tale is their OST music is some of the best, and their fights, I don't care. Y'all want to talk about everyone likes to like, oh, it's too much, the power of friendship. Yeah, that's what makes this show so good. I don't care. They're the best ones that have done power of friendship I think I've ever seen, and I'm gonna stand on business on that. Cause I know you guys gotta come at me about One Piece, and we'll get to One Piece, but yeah, no Fairy Tale. It's A tier, bro. It's A tier, 100%. It would honestly be S for me. For me, it would be S. The problem is although I love it, I still can't ignore its flaws. And this is where I like to be fair. I really do try to be fair. And like some objective at somewhere. Like I'm telling you up front, I have a bias, right? There is a bias because this show has some nostalgia. But there are objective flaws with the show. For me, I really don't like the last season that they did. Well, it was supposed to be like the final season of like the main story arc. Didn't like it. I mean, there was parts of it I absolutely loved. It was gas, but then, so one thing I'll say right off rip, Makarov should have stayed dead, 100%. One of the saddest things I've ever watched. Tears were shed, and then they just revived him at the end. Like, that bummed me out. I felt feelings. I don't like to feel for nothing. And that frustrated me. And then I didn't like the end with Agnologia. I thought that last fight was garbage, and I was so bummed. I'm trying to think what else. And yeah, there's just problems with like some of the story and some of the way that they just did stuff towards the end of the stuff, and that really bummed me out. The new stuff, I haven't had to finish it, but it was pretty good. The 100-Year Quest stuff, I didn't mind it at all. Good. I was excited to see what they did. I mean, some of the story and stuff, like, a lot of Fairy Tale, right? It's kind of like Dragon Ball. You get what you pay for. It's power of friendship. The story is not the strongest sometimes. I mean, they had a great thing going on with Zeref. I love that whole thing, but I feel like, after that, there's really nothing they're going to story. So you're going to be getting a lot of just, you're wanting to see Natsu just absolutely obliterate people. That's what you're there for. That's what we're here for. We're here for Lucy to be in danger and some bad shit to happen, and Natsu just get fucking pissed off and destroy people. That's what I'm there for. And I usually get what I pay for with that. So it's A tier. It's A. Not even going to talk about this show. I've never watched it. Never watched it. I've never even seen a clip of it. Never. Haiku. I'm going to actually put, I never watched Haiku either. Okay, let's be clear on this. I have watched the first season of Haiku, but there's so much that has come out after, or maybe I watched more. Season 2, maybe? I don't know. There's like 4 or something seasons, and I have not caught up. I'm not caught up in this, and I watched it so long ago. I mean, I remember it was good, but I'm just going to have to put I haven't watched. Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is... It is as high A tier as you can get. Hunter x Hunter is as high A tier as you can get. Yeah. Only thing stopping this from S tier, and it's literally just as simple. The Chimera Anarch. It was a tad too long, and that fucking narrator. I'll never forgive them for that. The narrator. Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. S tier if not that. And if they come out with new stuff, and also I also wish Gon would have fought Meruem. I wish he would have fought Meruem. I mean, it was don't get me wrong, sick as hell that Netero killed him twice basically. And also sick that, Love the I don't care what happens to me now, Pito, all that great. Not gonna complain at all. I just wish that we would have seen a bit more Big Gon, and I wish he would have fought. I wish he would have fought Meruem. I think that was like the right choice. And I know that's maybe the obvious choice, and they went for the not obvious. And his beef was with Pito, and maybe he couldn't have got that. I think what they were trying to do, and I understand this. So I'm not really upset with this. I don't actually think this is too big of a factor for me. It would have been cool to see. I think everybody agrees with that. But it does fit Gon's character because I don't think Gon could have gotten that. He wouldn't have been able to get that mad at Pito or at Meruem as he did Pito, because he was mad at Pito because of what he did to Kite, what she did to Kite, 100%. So that being said, like, no way Gon gets that angry to be able to fight Meruem at that level. And so I really do think that they actually just played to his character. It's just a bummer. It's just one of those things that it is a bummer. And you got the Netero fight, which fantastic. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I think that's really just all I got to say about that. It's just a little bit too long, and the Chimera Anarch are a little bit too long, and they just needed to get rid of that narrator, and it's S tier. It's S tier. Narrator, shorten it a smidge. S tier. High as you can go though. Have not watched this. I don't even know the name of that. I've seen this show. I can't read the name, and it's escaping me right now. I don't know what this is either. I don't think I've watched that. Okay, I just have not watched these. Yeah, I just have not watched any of these. Well, this is the basketball one. I've never watched that. I can't remember the name of this show for some reason either. I'm scared. Don't flame me. I know what these are. I just can't read them, and I haven't seen them. All right, we know where this is going. S tier. My Hero is. I don't feel like I shouldn't even have to explain this. One thing I don't like about My Hero, or not that I don't like about My Hero, I don't like about the My Hero fan base is that it's like it has a bad stigma on it because of a lot of all these 12-year-olds that like it's their first anime, and it's just like I think they overhyped it and they made it weird, and there's a very weird fan base around this show that makes, I think, it off-putting to a lot of veteran anime watchers. That's kind of just my, semi-base base opinion. But if you really get down to this show, it's so good. It's so good. We went, again, talking about, like, Full Metal and how it's checking every box. This actually checks almost every box of anime you could possibly think of again, but it does it fantastic. 100%. Like, you hate Deku in the beginning. At least I did. I hated him. But the amount of character development that he has, it is... The amount of character development in that show alone is peak. And then the story, animation, fights, everything else, you don't get better than that. Well, it's not on this list, but there's a show that's better than that. We won't even talk about it. But if you know, KYP, if you know, that's no, you're, no, that's KYP is not, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm starting to remember words. If you know, you know. Solo leveling is the answer to the question, is what I was trying to get at. But, well, that's a different story. That's a whole different realm. We'll get there though. Different tier list. But anywho, My Hero, fantastic. Next question. Naruto. Yeah. Yeah. This is another one. It is. It is. And this one actually this one actually a little bit, it pains me a little bit. That I put it at S tier. And the only reason it pains me is because I was so hardcore against this show for so long. I did not want to be known as like one of the weird anime Naruto weebs, and it just has such a cult following, and it's untouchable. But there's a reason, man. There's a reason. And also, I'm including Naruto Shippuden into Naruto, because original Naruto obviously has its flaws. Yeah. I don't know. It's so long. And the reason why I know it's S tier is because I know it's 800 plus episodes, and I've watched it all. Would I ever watch it all again? Maybe. I had to skip filler. I mean, obviously it has some filler. It has some of the same problems as Bleach, but they're not as glaring. I'll say that. Actually, if you want to put it A. I actually want to put this A. I think. Do I? No. It deserves S. It deserves S. It does. All right. All right. Here it is. I knew it was coming. I don't even know where I want to do this, man. Dude, chat, this is the saddest one for me, man. This is the saddest one. It's so sad, man. I loved this show. And the reason it's in literal shit is because of how bad it betrayed me. I loved this show so much. It was so good. The first, 2 seasons of this show were peak anime, man. And then season 3 just destroys it. Well, season 3 was mid. And then season 4 is where it just, I don't even know. I don't know. It's just so bad. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Every time I talk about it, I literally just get sad IRL. I get sad. Oh, this is original Naruto. Okay, original Naruto is A, because Shippuden is here. Original Naruto is A. It's the top is A. Top A. Or is it B? Is it B with... I feel like I like original Naruto and... Like, I feel like I like Bleach more than I like the original Naruto. Is that crazy? Man, the more this is fleshing out, my A tier is getting crazy. These are all pretty good, though. This feels right. I feel like I like these about the same. Like OG Naruto. Man, I don't know. No. Naruto is better than... It's better than Bleach? Yeah, it's better than Bleach. Even old Naruto. It is. I had to go through that. What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is gonna help me or not. Oh, damn it. Okay, no, it's not gonna help me. I don't know what... Oh, that's Noragami. I think this is Noragami. Is that Noragami, chat? I need help. Okay, either way. Where was I going here? I kind of backtracked. But I think this is Noragami. Noragami is C tier. It's C. I mean, it was good. It was good. Nothing special. One season. I mean, it was all right. Okay, I mean, I liked it, but okay, I've never watched One Piece, but I can already tell you there's a reason I haven't watched it is because I've tried to watch certain clips of it and I don't like it. There it is. If I had watched it, it's probably C or butt cheeks. I don't like it. I don't like the powers. Nothing extra. Zoro, I like Zoro, which who doesn't like Zoro? It's like, but after that, next question. Next fucking question, dude. All right, One Punch Man. One Punch Man's A tier. I like One Punch Man. It's good. Nothing, I mean, it's funny. It's funny, it's good. It's a chill show where you also get interested in it. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's good. I think, is this crazy? This feels better, more balanced. Because I think I like Bleach more than I like Full Metal. No. That maybe. Yeah, that shouldn't be up in A tier. Like, again, I can't really explain why this is B tier, but it's not. Sorry, I'm kind of doing some balancing as I go. I don't know what this is. What is that? I don't know what that is. Naruto Shippuden. No, it's not saying it. This is S tier. That's S tier. All the way. Fantastic. Kind of already talked about the same stuff with Naruto. It's good. I mean, get rid of some of the fillers. We're down, but it's just good. It is. Soul Eater. Soul Eater is B tier. And I like it better than all of these. It would be A. It would be A for like nostalgia for me. Nostalgia wise, it's A, right? Actuality, it's B, and it's really just because I didn't follow the manga. Like, yeah, I mean, it's great. It's a great show. I loved it. Loved it. I didn't really like the ending. I don't think anybody else. I don't think anybody is going to disagree with that. And Promise Neverland is B as well. And I've never watched Yu Hakusho. Yeah, it's B. Promise Neverland is B. Well, yeah, it would be A. It's just I don't know. First season was absolutely phenomenal. Second season just wasn't as good. I still liked it. Wasn't bad. It's not better than the other shows. That's just it. I mean, nothing, no particular reason. It's just not better than some of the other shows that are on this list. I mean, I don't know. There it is. I mean, I think I talked a lot during this whole thing, so there's really not much more to say. I guess I'd be interested to see kind of like what your guys' thoughts are on this list, what your guys' thoughts are on this tier list. And we'll see what Twitter has to say about it. What do you think? Okay, no, I'm not gonna do it that way. We'll take a screenshot of this and we'll post it and see what you guys think. Okay, let's see. Let's do. What are you thinking? One more? Let's do one more. One more, and then we'll do Q&A, and then honestly, we're probably just gonna make it a pretty quick stream. I'm gonna try to make these streams kind of quick. Okay. Best anime openings in 2024? No. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Anime protagonists. Bet. Let's do this one. Oh. I don't know all these. Ugh. Okay. I'm changing my mind. I don't like this one. Anime characters? Okay, this one is better. Alright, yeah, this one's better. I don't know who that is, but most everybody else I know. Yeah, everybody else I know on this. Okay. Alrighty. Anime characters. Starting off with Goku. Goku as a main character. A or B? Take your pick. I'm gonna say B character. All right, let's go over a bit of criteria So I'm thinking like, oh crap, sorry. Oh, I'm a little sunburnt. I'm making me tired. So, read my criteria. What I'm thinking is like maybe drip, character development, like motivations, aura, and just like maybe overall personality. So, Goku, he got aura. He's the godfather of aura. His aura is S tier, 100%. Personality, he's dumb. Dumb as shit. Bad father. Character development, he has none. And I don't know what else I said. So, okay, we'll say aura, character development, personality. We'll just try to stick with those three. Aura, character development, personality. So he has infinite aura. His personality is dumb. And no character development. So his aura, I mean, maybe his aura makes him A. No, it's B. It's B tier, I think. I think he's B. What are we thinking? I don't know if you guys agree. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Don't know who the hell that guy is. Anya, B. She has, she's adorable. Her personality is adorable. They don't have much aura. Character development, not much that I've seen. I'm not completely caught up on Spy X Family, but I like her. You know, I don't think she's better than Goku. Tanjiro, oh Tanjiro. Tanjiro is C. Also pretty dumb. He has some pretty good aura. Character development, meh. He has character development. He develops as a character for sure. I don't like the. This is just a kind of a nix on Demon Slayer. The show as a whole, they do the chibi stuff. I don't like it, and that plays into his character to me. So it's tainted by the show. My personality at Tanjiro is tainted by the show. He'd be higher if it wasn't for how bad the show was, how bad the show is. How bad the show is really. It's gotten really bad, and that's probably hateful. I'm probably gonna get hate for that, but that's my opinion for real. Gon, I think I like Gon. Yeah, Gon's A. I like Gon. W character. I think he's fine. He's dumb, but he's also he has a balance to him. He's not like a Goku where he's just an idiot all the time. Goku you might be able to say is A as well, just because Goku is super smart with like battle, and like I don't know, they're kind of like the same level as me, but like Gon's like smaller than I don't know. I don't know. I like Gon. I think I like Gon more than Goku. That might be crazy. As far as like just character. But maybe his aura takes him to A. I'll say his aura takes him to A. He's a godfather of aura, chat. All right, Guts is S tier, bro. Do we even have to talk about it? Guts is just, I don't know. He's just like, for his show, he's been through so much, and yet he is like, talk Talking about Guts gives me chills, bro. It gives me actual chills. The fact that Guts has gone through everything he's gone through, for me, he's like peak masculinity, dude. It's just, it triggers something in you. You feel for him. And you cannot help but not not to like him. Like maybe you don't maybe you don't really like him in the beginning. When the prequels, oh, you might say he's a dick or whatever. He's just like this hardened person, but dude, yeah, Berserk's one of my favorite shows, dude. It's so good. Kaneki is D, man. This show is just bad. It could have been so good. I liked it for a long time. I stood up for it, and it just let me down. Sad. It's sad. He's D. I don't really got anything else to say about it. I could defend why I think this, but I don't even want to really go into it, honestly. I can't remember this guy. This is the main character of Tokyo Revengers. B. I mean, as a character, he's good. I like the show's good. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about. I mean, his personality. He don't really have any aura. I'm trying to think, man. I don't know. I don't really know much about. But yeah, I feel like when I think about characters, like he's on the same level as Anya. Yeah, good. Naruto's A. Naruto's funny. Good aura. Personality, character development. He definitely has character development, which is cool. I know this is from Gintama, but I've never watched it. Okay, I can maybe speak on this one. I don't like Luffy. I don't like Luffy, chat. I've never watched the show. So maybe, my opinion is biased for sure. Anything I've ever seen about Luffy, any clips, any whatever, I don't like him. I don't like his powers. I think his powers are dumb. The Fantastic Four did it better. Okay? Don't like Luffy. Moving on. Saitama is A. I like Saitama. Saitama is what you get what you pay for. He's dumb, but he's funny. He doesn't really have any character development per se. Well, he did actually. He had it all at once. He had all of his character development all at the beginning, and he became One Punch Man. And that's a good character. They just did it different. I think it's cool. And then, he got Aura. Yeah, he's A. Solid character for me anyway. I like him. I think Mob is S. Is Mob S? Mob A? I like Mob. Yeah, Mob and Saitama are basically the same. They're basically the same. Yep. I'm spacing on this guy's name. Starts with an H, but he's B. Fits in with the crowd here. Fits in with the crowd. See, we're kind of blazing through this one, chat. This one's not much to talk about here, but like I said, I'm kind of highlighting things. I literally just feel like these kind of just make sense naturally on their own. Some of these characters share so many similarities, and I feel like I've talked about them. So it's like, yeah, they're basically the same character. Loud, obnoxious, same character. Okay, Thorfinn, D. Don't like Thorfinn. I don't like him. I liked him more. Okay, Thorfinn is C now. First season Thorfinn, D. Hated him. I literally hated everything that he did. He just did not listen to his dad at all. His dad was a fucking G. Completely disliked him. Right now, he's going to be at a C because he came up. This last season, he was better. I liked him. I liked the character development they gave him. I could easily see him climbing the ranks. I don't know about S. I could see him climbing to A, You know what? I'll actually even go B. I think he made such an improvement from he realized that he was wrong and all that. Like, I loved the character development they gave him in season 2. He's a B tier character. I'll say that. He started as a D tier character, dude. D. Bottom of the barrel. Didn't like him in season 1 at all. I liked him in season 2. I think he skipped C tier. I agree with that. Ichigo, we're right here with the big 3, bro. Well, the big 3 is down here, but yeah, bet, great. I mean, Ichigo is a good character. I actually like Ichigo. Like, Ichigo is one of the best things about Bleach. He's, great personality, good character development, personality, aura. He checks all the boxes. Itadori. Yeah, he's A, man. He's A tier. S is, I like Itadori a lot. I don't know if he's S. I don't know what's keeping him from S, but yeah. Was it Denji? Nah. You want to know the big reason I don't like Denji? I can put him C tier. I can put him C. Because the only reason why he's not higher, the biggest reason, I don't like his motivations in season 1. I don't really like the whole thing. He's just like, he's doing everything to, like, I don't know. I just don't like his motivations that much. I really don't. I do not. That's really just simple as that. Next 3 are kind of pretty obvious. S tier. Eren, S tier fucking character. Great character. A lot of character development. Aura, especially this version of him, is just aura farming the entire seasons. Fantastic. And he did it all for, he's just so good, dude. It's peak. He's a peak character. Light, yeah, S tier. I love it. You can't, he's so smart, charismatic. He has, he's just doing what he's doing because he's bored, basically. Wants to become God. It's crazy, but he's got aura for sure. Midoriya. I said this in the last tier list, but Midoriya was probably B tier or C tier when the first season. Now he's where he belongs. Now he's where he belongs, chat. He's up here, bro. This picture of him is like the season 1. I hated him, so even looking at this picture makes me mad. But but it's funny now because now that I've seen I talk shit about season 1 Midoriya, but now if I go back and watch season 1 of My Hero, no problems. Love him. There's no problem because I know what he becomes. And to see the comparison, to go back and watch it and see what he was, knowing what he is now, it's just chef kiss. Baruto is D. I just want to get this out of the way so we can talk about the rest of them and maybe reorder. Baruto is D. I hate him. I mean, I also can, want to be fair here. I haven't watched the whole thing, but again, it's kind of the same thing with Luffy or One Piece. I don't want to watch it. I started it, watched half a season, stopped. Baruto has some amazing fights, but the crazy thing about Baruto is the best thing about Baruto is Naruto and Sasuke, or all of the old characters from Naruto. You only watch Baruto if you're trying to watch the old characters. And that's it. Baruto sucks, dude. Now, I feel like maybe I've heard the arguments where people say oh, well, Baruto, it's like that in the beginning. You're there for the old things, and then as the stuff goes on, you start to like Baruto, and he develops. I don't care. I do not like him. He's disrespectful. I don't, man. It's a personality thing. Don't like him. Next question. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, man. This feels right. I said, some of these were kind of gut intuitions, just feelings, and then kind of groupings based on certain character personality types. But yeah, I like this a lot. This was a nice little quick one, but it was pretty solid, man. Pretty solid. All right. we're gonna switch over here. I want to do some Q&A, some stuff from maybe the comment section and chat and different things. But so well, let me let's switch over here. Give me 1 second. I gotta do something. Okay. Um. Ooh. All right, so we got a few here from basically the YouTube comment section. And we'll kind of maybe talk through a few of these, and then you guys just tell me what you guys think in the comments down below and everything. So, let's switch over kind of views here. And I will be posting the tier lists that we did on Twitter. So if you guys want to check those out again and maybe leave your guys' comments or leave, see what you guys disagree or whatever, and let me know what your thoughts are. I'm sure I'm going to get, obviously, there's difference in opinions and everything, man. And so I hope nothing offends everybody or anything like that. But it's just, they're just kind of my opinions. And some of these are based off gut. Some of these you guys could challenge me on, and I can maybe even see a different side of things. Like, I'm very open to you guys changing my mind on some of these and giving me your guys' opinions. And, turn me on to something new. So, let's see. First part of the Q&A, we have a comment here that says, Chainsaw Man is better than Dan to Dan. I think I disagree. So, their argument here is that it says Chainsaw Man outshines Dan to Dan in storytelling and impact since both are new gen hits. Where do you place them on your tier list? So I actually disagree with the initial statement that Chainsaw Man is better than Dan to Dan. I think Dan to Dan is better, and here's why. I think that Dan to Dan, I think for me, it's more of a, well, I was going to say, originally I was going to say it's more of a unique idea. And I think maybe I disagree with myself there. I think that Dan to Dan, or I think that they are both pretty unique ideas. So there's a comparison there. I think for me, maybe it comes down to the characters. Wow, they are really similar. The more I think, this is a good question. The more I think about it, they are very similar, and there's certain things, whatever. Because like I was gonna say like the main characters, I don't like kind of like how I talked about in the last tier list. I don't like Denji as much as I like the main characters from Dan to Dan, and I think that's true. Although I don't really like what's his name? I'm trying to think. The main character, the the male lead in Dandadan. I'm not a huge fan of him. I just don't really. I'm not a huge fan of like the whole beta energy thing. But I like the female lead a lot. I really like her, and like, and because you have this anime where you have these two main characters, and and there are parts of I saw what they're going for. You have like the weak guy main character, now he gets a power and becomes strong, and whatever. I still don't really like him that much, but where am I trying to go? This is, like I said, I'm also kind of trying to think on the spot here, so it's a little bit interesting. But I don't like Denji. I like the other two main characters. I like them combined more than I like Denji. I think Denji could grow on me. I don't want to say I'll hate him forever. I just don't really like his current motivations, and I think that his motivations will adapt over time. I think that because he doesn't know, there's so many things he doesn't know, and he hasn't had a lot of these life experiences, that he's kind of doing this, it's just kind of this weird, interesting dynamic. And I think he'll grow out of it, and I hope that he does, and I hope that I do start like Denji, but I don't really. So that's one kind of tick against me for the reason why Chainsaw Man isn't as good. And I think I will say that Dandadan did something very interesting. Just they really pushed the limits for me with animation and the story and the kind of the way they're going. They're pushing some boundaries for me. And while Chainsaw Man is captivating for me because of the kind of no holds bar, gory, just kind of brutal, and I like that style of things. There's just something missing about it, and I'm having a hard time actually kind of putting it into words. But yeah, I think that's really kind of it for me. It's missing something. It's missing something as a show. It wasn't as captivating as Dandadan was. And like I said, I'm really having a hard time articulating specifically why that is. But that's just kind of my thing. But dude, great question. I mean, definitely a thought-provoking question. I mean, awesome. I appreciate that comment. Let's get another one. This is okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading through some of these. This one says, anime is stagnating and relies too much on vivid animation to carry mediocre stories. Damn. It goes on to say, anime isn't taking full advantage of its medium, often polarizing visuals over story. Do you think this affects how you'd rank newer shows? Wow, that's a good one. So, like, yeah, I think man, I don't know if I agree with that. So, I think the reason why we're seeing I'm just trying to formulate that. I think the reason why we're seeing that as much as we are, because I do understand what they're saying here. I understand what they're saying, because I think there are shows, there are examples of shows out there that definitely do this, right? Now, is it stagnating? I don't think it's stagnating, because I think there are shows that are carrying it. The reason this is happening, I think, is because the market is it's hitting the mainstream. Anime is now hitting mainstream, and it's becoming a cool thing to do. And when that happens, people start trying to pump out as much content as they can, and they start adding, putting more different types of shows out. They're rushed. They're not as well done. These anime studios are getting overwhelmed, I think, with a lot of different shows. You even have, like I said, you have shows like or studios like MAPPA, for example. Everything that MAPPA puts out kind of doesn't feel that great. Kind of feels mid, right? stories aren't done as well, animation kind of lacking, at least in some, not all of Mappa, but there's a lot of examples for me with Mappa. Mappa's kind of on my shit list, but that's a different conversation. Um, so yeah, I think I understand what they're saying here. I just think that there's just more content out, and I think that before you had less shows. So like, man, I guess in me saying that statement though, okay, I guess the part I'm challenging on this, because I agree that is happening, right? I agree that is a thing that is going on right now where people are just dumping it into their animation and the story and whatever is kind of garbage and it carries the show. But I will say a big part of animation, it does make some shows for sure. But I also say that this isn't it's not the only thing that is happening, I guess is my point. There are a lot of the new gen shows that are doing great. And I guess I just had a thought. That's why I paused there. I think maybe that was happening a few years ago. Okay? I think that was happening a lot. When I think of some of these shows, like I think of like Fire Force is one for me where the story kind of took a little bit of a dip. Like some of these stories weren't as strong. I think this was happening maybe a couple years ago, 2018, 2020, through kind of whatever. I think a lot of animations, a lot of stuff have realized that they've seen their ratings and stuff dip. Now we're talking about new gen. We're talking about 2024, and we're talking about a lot of these new shows that are coming out, or these older shows that are coming back out. I think they're fixing that. Because I'm thinking of a lot of newer examples that are changing this, and I don't think this is going to be the case much longer. I think that might have been the case. I think that it was the case for a while, but I think we might be coming out of that. I think that's where I'm going to that's where my full stance is going to be. I know that was really choppy. That one was a brain teaser for me, man. I was really struggling on piecing together a full thought on that one, but that was a fantastic question. I like it. I mean, yeah, I definitely think it definitely was happening for sure. Well, this is okay. So this is kind of based on one of the things that we just talked about with, I think I must have missed this one while we were chatting here, but this one says Fairy Tail overuses the quote power of friendship trope to a fault. And I think again, I think I kind of touched on this with the shonen anime tier list. I don't think so. I think they're the one that do it the best. And it's one of those things. It's a pay what you get, man. You're watching that, for me, I know going into that show, it's power of friendship. It is. And honestly, that's what I like about it. Again, I want to see Natsu, something bad happen to his friends, to his guildmates, and I want to see him absolutely crash out. It is. That's what I want to see. You know? They kind of go on to say here that Fairy Tail relies too heavily on friendship to solve every conflict, making it predictable. Does this affect where you'd place it on your tier list? No, I mean, obviously it didn't affect where I put on my tier list. I think it would affect putting on my tier list is the kind of stuff, the other stuff that I already kind of mentioned, which was kind of some of the problems they had with like the final season for me. They kind of toyed with some of my emotions multiple times and brought characters back I wish they wouldn't have brought back. I wish they wouldn't have brought back Lizana, for example. I wish they wouldn't have brought back Magaroth, things of that nature. I think that would have made the show more impactful. It would have had more depth to me. I would have been I was sad during those moments, and they made me feel emotions, and then a lot of those emotions that I felt kind of got trampled all over because they brought these characters back, and it didn't feel as good anymore, or as like harsh anymore. But I think Fairy Tail has a lot of other things in Power of Friendship. I mean, it for a while had a great story, and And I don't know. I think they're one of the ones that have done the power of friendship the best for me. It's they do it in such a way where it makes you feel feelings, and it compared with the OSTs and the great music, and the you really feel like they have a bond. They're a misfit bunch, but they have such a deep bond that they literally get that upset over each other. It's like, I don't know. I disagree with that statement. I do. I do. It's a pay what you get, man. Okay. So this is, again, this is a hot take. This one's a hot take. I think, well, it's not really I mean, it's going to be a hot take even for me to say, but it's just I think it is a hot take statement, but I kind of agree with it. So bear that in mind. This says One Piece isn't the masterpiece everyone claims it is. Let's let that sink in. They go on to say that One Piece gets overhyped as the, quote, second coming of Christ, which is in anime. They say that the pacing drags. I'm sorry. And they're also saying that the pacing drags and the story doesn't always justify its length. Do you agree, or is One Piece S tier for you? No, it's not S tier for me. I actually agree with this statement. I agree with that statement. I think it is overhyped. Now, again, I have to kind of state this as a disclaimer right off a rip, but I have not watched all of One Piece. But it's not because I've had no desire to. It's not because I haven't gotten to it or it's been too long. Like it's too long of a show. No, none of that bothers me. None of that absolutely bothers. It's not like overwhelming how many episodes. No, if it was good, listen, if it was good, I would absolutely binge the fuck out of that and catch up so fast you would not even be able to fathom it. Okay, but I tried to watch it, and it is just not for me. I don't get why people like the show. I do not understand it. I have literally tried my damnedest. Because one thing, so for example, Naruto, for example, same way. I thought it was overhyped. Didn't want to watch it. Tried to watch the beginning of it. Didn't like it. But you want to know one thing I did do with Naruto? And the reason I actually watched it all the way through is because I watched clips of it, like clips of like the best fight scenes, right? Or I just saw clips naturally or whatever. Or I watched some people play or watched some other people watch it. And I'm like, dude, that's a dope ass fight. Like I can be very objective with a lot of this stuff. And I had to sit there and be like, dang, dude, like I don't like Naruto, but that was fucking sick. And over time I saw a lot of that type of stuff, and I finally broke down to watch the whole thing. And I watched 800 episodes in like 3 months or something like that. It was phenomenal. Loved it. I have, and I guess by me saying all this, I've tried to do the same thing with One Piece, and I don't like it. I don't like the animation. I don't like the animation style at all. I don't like Luffy. I don't like Luffy's powers. I think his powers are the stupidest shit I've ever seen. And I don't like the fights. I think there's like, and also let me maybe kind of go a step further, because maybe to say that I haven't liked a singular fight from One Piece might be hubris. I think there are a few fight scenes, especially some of the newer stuff that I've watched. I'm like, that looks pretty cool. You know, like, even hate to admit it type of deal, but that looks pretty cool. But then maybe that's where we come into another part. It's like, okay, yeah, now how long do I have to wait for it to be cool? Like, yes, maybe now I think that some of the fight scenes are pretty good. Also, yeah, but I would have to. Am I gonna watch 1,000 episodes for it to get good enough for me to watch? Like, and that's not me being upset that it's 1,000 episodes. If it was 1,000 episodes of great anime, I would watch it. I mean, Naruto was 800 episodes when it was all said and done, and was everything about it great? No, but it was good enough to watch all the way through. I don't think One Piece is. I don't think it is. Also, it's not done. That's the thing. It's not done. And that's kind of what they're talking about too with this other thing. Does the story justify its length? I don't think it does. I don't know the full story. I mean, I know all they're doing is trying to find the One Piece. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the most rage bait thing, I think, of all time. I can already tell. I can already freaking tell what the ending of One Piece is going to be. Mark my words. The One Piece is going to be the friends you made along the way. I think so. That's just a random guess based on a little bit I know about One Piece. It's gonna be the friends you made along the way, dude. And that the whole 1,000+ episodes is 1,500 episodes, whatever it fucking goes to, 2,000 episodes. It's all just gonna be like the most giant waste of time of all. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I agree with that statement the most, but I think I'm gonna let that marinate. I think we're gonna let that sit there and marinate, chat. And you guys can tell me in the comments down below. You guys can flame me, do whatever you guys need to do on that. But yeah, this was a W stream, man. I had a lot of fun. I think it's been like an hour and 45 minutes. It's, quick stream. Some of these streams we're going to be streaming more frequently, but maybe not as long. But it's just going to be kind of these quick. I wanted to have good content streams. I really want to get you guys more involved and active into my streams. And so, yeah, keep looking out make sure you guys are following me on Twitter and all that to see when we go live. Current schedule right now that I'm planning on is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to try to make Friday the anime hot takes day that we do as a group. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. And yeah, I got a lot of other ideas, and I guess I want you to know what you guys think about this tier list and this Q&A style. Let me know your thoughts. And I guess, like I said, we got a bunch of ideas that will be coming out over these next couple of weeks, and you're going to be seeing a lot more shorts from us and just a lot of just great content. We're super excited to get these live streams rolling, and it just bring you guys some of the best content that we can, and really just get to know our community. That's really what I'm trying to do. Is I want to get to know our community so bad, and just really just start having fun with you guys. So start trolling each other. I'm gonna start yelling at you guys. I can't start yelling at chat. I want to start banning people too. Let's get some bans. I'm gonna ban 5 random people in the chat right now. But alrighty, guys. Be on the lookout for, like I said, the Discord, new streams, all the great things coming along. Be sure you guys are checking out for all those. And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe.